Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't make assumptions. Communicate with clarity. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, all our relationships would change. There'd be no wars, no violence, no misunderstandings. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 41, NASDAQ down 7, S&P's flat. Gold contract up $6, trading at $1,293 an ounce. Silver up 14 cents at $19.97 an ounce. Platinum up 12 bucks at $1,376 an ounce. Oil down $1.30 at $93.84. Bonds down 1.5 trading out at 134.22. King dollar up 496 ticks, trading out at 82.59. The euro down 94 at 131.26, and the yen up 42, trading out at 97.70. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we're going to do the daily, and we're going to do the weekly. What you have is this, folks. We made it down to a price point today on the cash S&P to 1777. We did 1.6 billion shares. Okay, you get option expiration, you can expect more, but guess what? We went to a lower low, you did more volume, and you're going to be back down at that low. That's the first part. If I bring the SPY up, we'll show you something on the SPY, because this is going to be, it's absolutely a trader's paradise out here. You bring the SPY up. The SPY, what we did with the SPY is this. You did 248 million shares. You got to a price point of 157.47. You close at 159.07, and 159 got you back inside the low of yesterday. What does that set up? Guess what? You get another B to C of an ABC structure on the way down. What you'll see is that we'll bounce somewhere into, 160, 160.50, 161.60. And you'll see, I suspect we're going to bounce that on Monday. And bottom line, all you're setting up is a larger ABC structure on the way down. Now, that's on the daily. We take this and we put this on the weekly, and what you're going to see on the weekly is this. It's a monster, okay? On the monster, you come off the high, and you come off that high with 1 billion shares. That's after making the high up there, folks, with 780 million. Okay, there's your correlation. Now, if you're into council charting, candlestick charting, guess what? What should you have here? It's pretty amazing, actually. Well, because what you have, let me close this baby up. We turn around, we'll put that candle on it, and, well, it's close. So if it actually started a little bit higher, you'd have that bearish engulfing that's taking all 4 of these out. Bottom line is that you coming down, monster volume, no matter which swing you look at, you're blowing that swing point away with volume. We go take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we've done with the Dow is this. She's up 41 bucks at the close. Lower low, higher volume. And our man Rick from British Columbia, he is going to really love this one because this dojis, folks, the halfway move down. And if we take a look at the top of this, this means you take I'm not going to take this Dow right from the very top. It's just most of the time halfway move down of where you just started from. And so we really just started from we did just start from the 15,300. So you basically got, what, 300, that's 500. So you can take another 500 down off this baby, which is 14,200. That's where this baby wants to go to right now. NASDAQ composite. We go take a look at the composite. What we have inside the composite is this. Composite gets down to a price point today of 33.26. You close at 33.57. 2.7 billion, folks. It's a monster. No two ways about it. You get into the gap that was left over there at the 33.44. You get the 33.26, fills the gap. I suspect what you're going to see here, let's go through the 3 Qs. You're also going to get a small bounce out here on the NASDAQ. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so check this out. NASDAQ doesn't have to bounce. We'll have to go to the small caps. The way the NASDAQ is set up, this really doesn't have to bounce. You could... Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so the Qs right now at 70.43. Man, this thing could open at 68.33 in a heartbeat. Going to be a close call. Let me put this on a weekly. So that's on the daily. You put this on a weekly, same setup on the weekly, meaning same setup, meaning expansion of volume, big time. We did 211 million shares versus the high at 185. What you were coming into is that the first downdraft that was out there 2 weeks ago actually had 226 million. You're going into another breakout area with 156. Yeah, that's... Now, okay, so when we brought up the S&P, you see it was really clear that, number one, you had heavier volume on the daily, on the weekly. Number two, that it wanted to bounce. When we brought up the Qs on a daily basis, it wasn't clear that it wants to bounce. On the weekly basis, what you have is that you actually went into the week of 2 weeks ago, and we did that with 212 million versus 226. When I look at something like that, the probability goes up if I bring it back to a daily that that's going to bounce also. But that's not going that's going to be an anemic bounce, just like the S&P. But that's the correlation. You bring up the small caps. Small caps do 65 million shares. Yesterday we did 76. Got to a lower low. Got into the gap that was out there from the 1st of May. And small caps want to bounce also. So when you add those babies up, Monday, you're going to have a bounce in the marketplace. Setting up a B to C of an ABC structure on the way down. We go to the gold contract. We take a look at gold. Gold still can't get out of its way here. Gold's at $12.93, and this is big problems. If we look at the GLD, what you'll see inside the GLD, I'll just put this on a weekly basis. What you have here, you broke the lower lows. GLD. Okay, so we broke the lower lows. We closed below the low in a huge way. Now, we had lighter volume, but the bottom line is that you closed at 125.05. That swing point, folks, was 130. We take this and you put this on a longer-term basis, and what you're going to see here is that you're making your way down. What has been sticking out here for a huge amount of time is 119.54. You know, you can see it on the way up. I mean, it's sticking out like a sore thumb. Well, actually, the first one is 122. 122 is not bad. That's what it comes down to. 122.25. King dollar, folks, has been on the move. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, all of the above. We did 53,000 contracts out here today. What you have, you're at 82.56. This is making its way up to that 84, 85 area. Let's go to Janet in Los Angeles. Hey, Janet, what's going on?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I sure can. The whole world can hear you right now.
Oh, awesome.
What are we going to look at?
Yes. Do you have any thoughts on QQQ, which is S like Sam? QQQ?
Sure. Now, do you own this? This is the pro share, folks. 300% inverse correlation of the NDX 100. Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it. What are we doing?
A possible buy. Any thoughts?
Oh, I always have thoughts. Okay, so this is what you have. Now, have you traded the triple leverage product before?
Not this one.
But you have traded
Yes.
either the doubles or the triples?
Yes, like the dust.
Okay, well, you traded the dust. You can trade anything. I'll bring this up quickly, folks, so you can see what the dust is. The dust, folks, okay, is double shot gold. And the dust yesterday went from a price point of $92 up to $122. So volatility, yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's go back to the SQs. What I do with them is this, Janet, is that you took the swing point out, you took it out with volume. We did that yesterday. That sets up, you know, let's see. So that's 29, 26. That sets up $3, and you just finished that move.
Okay.
What you have is this, is that the buy on this would be back at 27.47. And that buy there, I'm bringing you to the top bar of 2 days ago. And the correlation inside the 3 Qs, because that's what the correlation would be, is at the 3Qs are at 70.43. You'd love to see the 3Qs somewhere up about 72.17. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We had the Dow finish up 41, NASDAQ down 7, S&P's flat. We're going to be right back, folks.